Welcome back to comptv, a place you can go for all things tech. Let's do a quick Q&A and find out who won the giveaway. That kind of rhymed. Alright, so for the Q&A, I have my phone right here, and what I'm going to do is just read off of the phone, and I'm going to let you know who asked the question, and then I'll answer it to the best of my ability. So this should be pretty cool. You'll get to know a little bit more about my background, and there are a couple questions that I couldn't find in the comments, but I remember being asked, so I'll answer those as well. Alright, so first question is from They Call Me Flame, and he asks, what is your preference, AMD or Intel, and explain why? Also, glad I could be part of your first 2K. Alright, so this question is actually pretty easy to answer. At first I was an AMD fanboy, and now I'm actually neither. And the basic reason is because with today's quality of all the brands and all of the reliability of each company, I think it's a lot harder to pick one or the other. And most importantly, you pick based on price to performance, or at least I do. So it's not as simple as saying I'm always going to buy AMD or I'm always going to buy Intel. For now, I'm neither. I just pick whatever is best. Alright, next question. Giovanni Plays asks, how long have you been into tech? I actually started getting into tech back when I was 12. I got my first computer from a flea market for $50. It was one of those old white towers that ran Windows ME, and I used that to basically use AOL Instant Messenger and like play solitaire and stuff. I wasn't really into gaming yet, but that spurred me into a bunch of other things like music production and video production, which eventually led to me being on YouTube, which leads to our next question. Bard Shabani asks, for your Q&A, is this your first YouTube channel? No. For those of you who don't know, I've actually run 4 YouTube channels on this site before. And I'll just give you a quick rundown of roughly when they were and what they were about. So to get where I am today, which is crazy, it's grown out of control, I'm super excited about it. When I was still in middle school, I started a YouTube channel where I taught magic tutorials. Back then in the early 2000s, magic tutorials were actually pretty big on YouTube. Some of the most watched videos were magic tutorials. And so I jumped right in. All I had was a webcam, and it was nothing like the C922 that I have. It was really slow. The shutter speed was so slow. There was so much blur. You could barely see my hands move fluidly. It would just kind of blur across the screen. Somehow I did it, and I was able to get 500 subscribers. I want to be giving you names, but I'm not sure if there'll be some sort of security risk. Either way, my next channel was one where I parodied popular YouTubers. Back in the day, those would have been Niga Higa, Kev Jumba, Sexy Phil, back before he was doing what he did now. So I would do videos like that, but that was my second channel. That one got, again, I think to about 500. For some reason, every time I got to 500, I quit. Not the case on the third one, which actually was the most popular one. In this one, it was when I was in college. I was doing prank videos like falling, and I had one that got pretty popular. It got somewhere between 100 and 200,000 views. That channel actually got to 1,300 subscribers, and that was the most popular channel I had to date. I stopped doing that one before I graduated college, and it kind of blew up after I quit, ironically enough. But that leads me to today, so that was a really long way to answer no. Alright, next question. Man Cave TV asks, your desk looks awesome. What desk is it? Actually, this desk behind me is a custom-made desk. I'm not that great at woodworking. All I did was buy a solid wood frame door and 2 sawhorses. I've used those in previous videos, but I'm actually resting this door on these 2 sawhorses, and it creates a 9-foot by 6-foot desk, which is the biggest desk I've ever owned, and it's super comfortable. Fits my 3 screens very well. If you're interested in knowing more or some other tips and tricks regarding desks, I would love to do something like that. Just let me know in the comments. All right, next question. So this one's pretty long. It's more of a tech question. Zion Lee asks, what do you think about the G5460 Pentium processor? I'm actually really excited about this processor. I think given its price point and its performance, it's a really good deal. I'd love to see how it compares to the Ryzen chips that will be coming out. I wonder if anything will be around that price with AMD, but it's definitely going to give AMD a good reason to release something similar. All right, next question. TechNot Trevor asks, for the Q&A, my question is, what is the origin behind the name comptv? It's actually kind of funny. Of course, comp means computer, and comptv is about computer TV. It's also a place you can go for all things tech. Anyways, I wanted something tech related, but the actual origin of the comp in comptv was when my good friend in middle school, he was actually my best friend, he invited me to join a forum where you would do role playing and you would pick a character and your character had an origin, kind of like what we're used to today in video games. And basically I didn't know what to pick, and by then I was already pretty excited about tech, so I was like, well, I'll just call myself Comp because I like computers. Yeah, it's kind of lame. Which leads to the next question, which is actually undocumented, though I'm pretty sure it was Danny way before I was 100 subscribers. He asked, what is your favorite game of all time? Now, I have a lot of games that I've played a lot, but if I had to pick one game that probably changed my life, even though I don't play it anymore, that game would have to be World of Warcraft. I actually started playing that game, I think in around 2004 or 5, which was right when it came out. I had a good friend, again in middle school, which is where I guess all this stuff happened, who invited me to play, and I ended up playing all the way through college up until my sophomore year of college. So somewhere around 6-ish years. I played on and off, it wasn't all at once, but I checked my main character, who again had Comp in his name. I had roughly 1 year of playtime, as in 365 days on that character. It wasn't quite a year, it was almost a year, but looking back, that is a lot of time playing that game. I don't play it anymore because it just takes too much time, but that is my favorite game of all time. I still listen to the soundtrack sometimes while I'm working, so yeah. All right, so the next question is from 1,000 subscribers with some videos. Okay. And he says, wife, how old are you? All right, so I guess it's finally time to answer the question. Everyone's wondering how old I am, and I'm actually 12. Yeah, I don't think anyone actually believed that. But just so you know, I am actually 23 years old, and I went to Florida State University, and I graduated with my bachelor's in information technology and a minor's in computer science. So yes, I do have a wife. I was actually married my senior year of college, which was when I was 20. All right, so thanks again for everyone who asked questions, and hopefully I got to your question. If not, keep them coming. I'll have opportunities for Q&As in the future. Also, if you want instant access to me, the two best ways to do that are Twitter and Discord. And as you can see right there, we have a whole lot of fun, so you can ask me questions in real time, we play games together, and we do voice chat. So again, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. Let's get to the next part. So again, guys, thank you so much for 1K. I can't even believe that I was able to get there so quickly, let alone the fact that who would have known 2 weeks later, I'm actually hovering over 6,000 subscribers. Literally 3 times the amount that I had when I made the video, since I was already around 2,000 by the time I made the video. Wow, I cannot believe it. It's been 2 weeks and I've already tripled my subscribers, and that's thanks to you guys and for all your support. So let's check out who the winners of the giveaway were. Alright guys, so it looks like it's that time again. What I'm going to be doing right now is going onto the Gleam website, finding who our 5 winners are, and then making sure that they're legitimate winners, meaning that they didn't just subscribe or follow just for the entry and then unfollowed or unsubscribed. Again, this is a way of giving back to you guys. So let's go do that now, and I'll be shooting emails out right after. So I learned this from last time, but I'm going to be hiding all of the information that is a little bit sensitive. So here you can see we have 7,000 entries, which is insane. If we go back to my first giveaway, we see there were 300 people who entered. Well, let's find out who our winners are. I'm going to draw all winners. As you can see, there are 16 invalid actions, and just so you know, there are a lot of things you can do to be invalidated. So just make sure that in the future you are legitimate before you enter, because I'd hate for you to be a legitimate subscriber and actually not be able to take part in this competition. All right, here we go. So it's entirely possible that no one from the US is picked, and I don't actually ship out any mice. And that looks like it is the case. None of these people are located in the US, so it's looking like they're all gonna get gift cards. I'm gonna make sure that these people are legitimate first, and then we'll get back to you right after. All right, so after some quick deliberation, it appears that all of these entries are legitimate. So thank you guys for subscribing and also for following me on Twitter. I'll be contacting you here soon. Alright, and as you can see there, I was super excited to find out that all the winners were legitimate, so you should be getting emails by the time this video drops. Contact me as soon as possible, and again, none of them were from the US, so I'm pretty sure unless I can ship to Canada using Amazon Prime, all of those users will be getting a gift card from me in the email. And now for my next point. I laid out what I thought would be my milestones for subscribers, and I thought 1K was going to be the big one and 5K was going to be maybe even months down the road. But again, you guys blew that out of the water. Literally, my mind is blown. And since we're talking milestones, I guess a fun milestone that would be fair to share to you guys is that if somehow this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving away an entire PC. I don't know what specs there will be yet, but again, if it does happen, which I'm not sure if it ever will. It'll be good. So for the 5K giveaway, I've decided to do something special. 5 people will be selected, 5 people for 5K, from the comment section below to receive 1 Steam key. The core of these games stems from the comptv benchmarking suite, including games such as Rocket League, H1Z1, and Shadow of Mordor, but also includes any game under $10. Well, $10 and under. And the reason why that is basically just because once the channel gets bigger, I'll do bigger giveaways, but for now, I need to keep the price relatively reasonable for myself. Entering the giveaway is easy. 1, leave a like on the video below, and 2, leave a comment letting me know which game you want. Be careful to leave only 1 comment though, because if you try to enter multiple times, you'll actually be disqualified, but feel free to interact in the replies of each comment. The winners for this giveaway will be announced at the end of next week's video. Again, this is my way of giving back to you. I want you to be able to select any game you want, and I'm avoiding using Gleam because I don't want to attract that negative attention that I was worried about the first time around. If there is an issue with the game you put, we'll discuss that after you've been chosen, but good luck to all of you, and again, don't subscribe just for the giveaway. Alright, so that wraps this one up. Again, don't forget to leave a like and a comment on this video. There will be more tech videos coming soon. Actually, the next few videos I have planned are build videos, so look forward to those. And there are some really exciting announcements coming up, so look forward to that too. Congratulations again to those who won, and good luck to those of you who have just entered, and what else? Oh, and in case you didn't know, I'm Lee from comptv. Just kidding, it's empty.